Go ahead.
Wait. Boo!
Hello!
Hey guys!
Hi!
More surprises. Like I said, with me is Tifa Meyen. So you now have 2/3 of the Daily MTG podcast.
Hooray! The best 2/3. Nobody likes Trick.
Lots of surprises. How's it going, guys?
We're doing very well. How are you?
I'm good, but I sleep, so
that must be nice.
How is that?
Nice.
I don't remember what it's like.
Fantastic.
Nice stash there. Is that from November, or you just decided to be Evil Mike from now on?
I'm gonna go with Evil Mike. Actually, that's a good plan. However, if you go to magicmovember.tumblr.com, you can see the funny crafts that I've sort of been working on this month. It's kind of awesome.
Nice. Tifa, where's yours?
Yeah.
I decided not to do it this year.
That is sad. So tell the lovely folks here who might not know who you are and what you do.
That's probably a good idea. So I'm Mike Robles. I'm the community manager for Magic as a whole. I work very closely with another guy, Sean Gibbons, who is the community manager for Magic on the digital side. He takes care of all the forums for Duels of the Planeswalkers and Magic the Gathering Online. My primary focus is the entire paper product. I write a lot of content for Twitter and Facebook, and I also work a lot with brand for convention planning, and I do a lot of stuff to sort of make the fan experience at conventions a thing. Not like the in-booth stuff, but sort of the contests that we have, the random Twitter giveaways, all of those things. I'm essentially the hype man for Magic the Gathering.
They're talking about our kitty.
I know, yeah.
That's what we're really. That's what we actually asked about. We don't care who you are.
Yeah,
that's true.
Kitty?
Introduce us to
the cat was. I thought the cat was in this room. Like, where's the cat?
And Tifa?
I am Tifa Meyen. I'm the assistant brand manager for Magic. I work on the product side of the brand team, and I also am the founder and organizer for Lady Planeswalker Society.
Yay!
Which is a fun and safe environment for women to learn and play Magic every week.
Cool. So right off the bat, my first question is, it's 10:39 on a Wednesday morning. Why aren't you at work? You were clearly at your house.
Thanksgiving.
Well, of course I'm clearly at my house.
Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
Take this week off. It's free.
We took the week off.
You
It was a short
slackers.
week. We had vacation time, and I was like, we're gonna take the week off.
All right, that's fair.
And you're sleeping? Come on. We're not sleeping. We took the week
I
off.
was up watching you guys until like 2:30 last night. I was texting Matt and Kathleen. I was watching you guys. So
That's true. I was playing games on my phone till 3 in the morning.
Okay,
I'm
that
saying
sounds
what-
like vacation.
Rough life.
well, and you know, it's a desert bus. It's one of my favorite times of year, and it's one of those things where it's. I like to say that I'm just going to check in on desert bus is the one more level before going to bed.
Yeah.
Went on 2.5 hours later. It's 3 a.m. and my eyes are bloodshot. I'm just like, what's going to happen next? I did the same thing last year. I ended up spending more time watching you guys than doing anything else on my vacation.
Woo! Desert bus ruining vacations since.
So would you guys like to answer some questions, like real questions and not trolley questions
sure.
for me?
Love to.
I will answer anything that I can before I get told, no, you cannot answer that.
All right, perfect. I have another totally not at all trolley question from Bubba0077. How did he rig the Mike? How did you rig the Community Cup this year so that WotC would win?
Well, the first thing I did was contact Loading Ready Run and say, hey, we'd like to do a wacky draft.
That's better than can you send James? He's
He's
terrible.
Yes.
So that was one of the ways I managed to rig it. It's like, you know what? They totally aren't going to be able to do this. This isn't in their wheelhouse at all. Turns out I was also wrong about that.
All right. For real serious questions, and obviously Tifa, feel free to answer these as well. What has been one of the most entertaining or interesting parts of working for Wizards of the Coast?
Oh man, I have got to say the most entertaining is probably going to be honestly the people I've met via you guys, via fans, via just fans of the games in general, famous people, regular people. I have met such a amazing community working at Wizards that like I wouldn't give this job up for anything. It's been so crazy to work on number one, a product that I love, especially a game I love playing, but to meet this insanely passionate community, and everyone is just they always have a ton of questions when I go anywhere. People are so thrilled to just know that I work for Wizards. One of my favorite memories I ever have was at your panel at PAX East last year, where somebody came out and was like, "Oh, would you sign my PAX badge?" And I was like, "I'm nobody." And they're like, "No, you work for Magic. I've seen you in a couple of Loading Ready Runs videos. I want your signature." I was extremely humbled and just blown away that that I tweet and I somehow make an impact on fans of the game, and it's pretty amazing.
I would say my favorite part is how I get to go to meetings and have an effect on what is happening with the product, what it looks like, what the text on the boxes say, getting to see what our plans are for the game years down the road, helping to ensure that the brand vision stays positive and exciting, actually like getting to have an effect on what is happening with Magic and choosing marketing art and all of that stuff is really exciting and really awesome, and I'm very passionate about it, and I think it shows in my work. That's
Cool.
what I really like.
That's awesome. What is your favorite deck?
Oh man, where to begin?
Let's go. Let's narrow it down and say favorite commander deck.
All right, sweet. That's easy for me. So I think I've got three, and they're all. It's like picking a favorite child. I've got essentially a red-green Gruul deck that is just all trample, which I love. Like all my creatures are big. They all have trample, or they have a way to get trample. I've got a black-blue zombie deck, which just overloads with zombies, which is super fun. And I'm actually working on a group hug deck based off of Jeremy's IKEA gun. So it's gonna be a Feldegriff deck, which should be pretty interesting, and I'm actually looking forward to that.
I'm hoping somebody can actually make that deck work.
Yeah. I have an Omnath commander deck. I'm not a big commander player, but I do have my Omnath deck that is essentially just all of my favorite green Magic cards, and they work really well together. Omnath works with most giant creatures. That's like it's like mana ramp, giant creatures, and it's a deck. It's very
true.
And then I play Standard a lot, and I actually recently made a mana ramp giant creature Standard deck, which is different from what I had last Standard season. I had like Birds of Paradise with swords before, and both of those are out of Standard now, so I had to switch it up a little. And I played Standard last night. Did okay. I'm still working on the deck to make it fast enough for the format, because it's a really fast format.
Cool. This, I think, is a really good question for both of you. How would you recommend getting into Magic?
The Planeswalkers. Like, no joke. I stopped playing Magic for a really long time. And when I came back, it was during Time Spiral. And half the cards confused me. The other half made me give up again. Like, what's with these weird formats? What is going on? Or formatting, I should say, on the cards. And then there's like Xbox Live launching Those Are the Planeswalkers. It's like, what? Magic on Xbox Live? And I played it and just jumped right back in. It's how I tell people, like, if you've got any sort of way to play games via 360 or anything, go for it. Just get Duels of the Planeswalkers. It is probably one of the best learning tools that are out there.
Cool.
I would also say Duels of the Planeswalkers is the great starting point, but for me and for a lot of people that I've met, the way to really get into Magic is to find a community that's right for you. A game store, or even just a group of friends, finding people that you want to sit around the table with all night and play Magic. Like, that is the best way to really delve into it. For learning, Duels of the Planeswalkers is good, but after that point, finding a community.
In the chat, Evil Badman, hey, what's up, by the way, buddy? Duels of Planeswalkers 2013 is half off right now on Steam.
Nice.
Just saying. You know, just saying.
Curious, related to that, do you guys hear a lot of people saying that the little mini packs that you put into things like at PAX, the swag bags and things like that, have had an impact on like getting them back in or getting them interested? And I think that's what started us getting back in the first place. So I wonder if you hear that from anyone else.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, people love it, and
Sample decks.
The sample decks, yeah. People love the sample decks, and it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I haven't played in years. Last year, actually, no, this past summer even, This past summer, as well as last year, we've been to a couple of rock shows here in Seattle. One was the Deck the Hall Ball, and it had like Death Cab for Cutie, Mumford and Sons, Cage the Elephant, and I was there with another buddy of mine, and we had 3,000 sample decks that were just there, and the reactions were, "Oh my God, Magic the Gathering here! That's so awesome!" and "Oh my God, Magic the Gathering! I haven't played that in years. Can I take one?"
Nice.
And
Sweet.
you know. I also like to attribute that I think we helped Cage the Elephant sell more tote bags than anybody else, because people would go and buy a Cage the Elephant tote bag, then come back to the table to grab more decks.
Do you just carry those little sample decks on you at all times, just in case somebody's like,
Do you just leave them at bus stops?
I use them for teaching. And I've worked at Geek Girl Con 2 years in a row teaching, and I give sample decks to everybody who comes anywhere near our table. And I know that it's had an effect bringing people into Lady Planeswalker Society. I'd say a good percent, maybe 30% of the people who play there learned about us from Geek Girl Con.
Nice.
Yeah, that's true. If I could, I would like insert like a rig, like a Desperado type rig that just shot up a sample deck. Play Magic.
I'll see if I can craft something for you. We'll work on this.
Well, it's funny because like you go to places and it's super cheesy, and it's something I know we both do. Is when we're at like a Walmart or a Target and we see people at the Magic the Gathering, areas where all the card games are, and I'm watching like, what are they going to pick? What are they going to play?
If you ever see us in a Walmart and want to mess with us, just go like do things to the Magic section.
just stare at the Magic and like you're gonna fight fun, and we're just like we sit there fighting.
Go get the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right?
I was gonna say.
It's fun, and like I've interrupted conversations, people talking about Magic, just because I'm like, oh, you guys play Magic? It's I like to know these things. It's pretty awesome.
Awesome. All right, here's a fun question. If Watsy came up to you right now and said, Mike, we're making a creature card based on you, what would it look like? What color would it be? What's your cost, abilities, all that kind of stuff? Tifa, you can also obviously answer this question.
Oh man, what kind of creature would I be? That's tough. I'd probably be in like if all right. I'm gonna stick on Brandmasters. There'd probably be something in the Is It, because I like to take stuff apart, which is always fun, and I like to do crazy weird experiments. You look at any of my crazy decks, and you can tell that I love experimenting. So it'd probably be an Is It. I'd probably be a low casting creature. So probably something like one red blue I think would work. I'd probably have like some weird ability where it's like, we need to come up with ability. This is tough when you're on the spot like this. It's hard. I feel like everything in Magic. What would I do? You know what I think I would do? I would probably have some sort of ability. So maybe this wouldn't put me in this, and maybe this put me somewhere else. Where I'd probably have an ability that helps the other creatures out in the field, because I'm essentially the hype man for Magic. So I think like because I tweet so much and write so much content, that I would probably have some sort of mechanic that lets me beef up other creatures.
I think
I like Battle Cry. I think it's Battle Cry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There you go. I'd be a Battle Cry. I'd be a smaller Battle Cry thing that helps the large part.
Yeah.
That works.
I think I'd be a little more simple. I think I'd be like a red card that would be like a 2/2 haste double strike. Just because I'm small and fiery but powerful, so I feel like it'd be something like that.
Good answers. All right, one more question. Let's take one from the chat, and then we will get into your super secret, totally not at all awesome, or totally awesome surprise. Totally not at all.
Awesome.
It sucks. I don't even know why you guys are watching. All right. Somebody find me a good question. I'm not asking that. Do you guys see anything in the chat you'd like to answer?
No.
Oh, God!
Awesome.
Is it a Krampus?
Garrick's companion.
It's a Garrick's companion.
Ooh, I kind of like this question. What's your favorite card that nobody else likes? So it's like your guilty pleasure card. What was that?
Garrick's companion.
What? That card's awesome!
What's my favorite card that nobody else likes? I'm trying to think.
I feel like there's a lot of them.
There's a lot. I love, like for me, it's
yes, easy for you.
I had a 5-color commander deck that had no creatures whatsoever and was filled with just terrible enchantments that I love. I'm gonna go right off the bat though, and I'm probably gonna say Omniscience right now because I managed to build a Omniscience Tameo deck that won off of essentially won off of Omniscience. It was pretty fantastic. I loved it.
I saw someone ask what our favorite guilds are. I'm Simic. Simic's my favorite.
All right.
I associate with Izzet, obviously, like I said earlier. And my stance on bronies is that they're awesome. I'm looking at the chat.
You saw Morgan's new tattoo?
What? No.
Oh, go look at the
Go
photos.
to photos.desertbus.org after we're done here and check it out.
Is it guild related?
No,
or is it pony related?
It's pony related.
I'm getting a Simic tattoo soon. I don't have it yet though.
That's
Nice.
far more badass than what Morgan did. All right. Before we actually get into this, we do have the $6 secret challenge. You guys are aware of this, I hope.
Oh, is it the same one as last year where you have to tell a secret about yourself?
Yep. Well, last year
Last year was a fact.
it was a fact. This year
$5
it's a
fact.
secret. It doesn't have to necessarily be about you, but something that maybe not a lot of people know. And this goes for both of you, so.
Sort of a cheesy secret, but it is. I'm not going to say I like the song, but if Call Me Maybe appears on the radio, I won't choose the station.
So really what you're saying is you sing and dance along.
Maybe.
Wait, so when I made it my ringtone, it didn't actually bother you?
It didn't actually.
Gotta try again.
All right.
You could perform.
So it's a secret that
A secret that doesn't have to be a big one, but maybe it's a secret that nobody knows.
You might need to go look for it in this year's.
I don't keep a lot of secrets.
For you?
Yeah.
It could also be something cool about your job.
Spoil
There you
something
go.
from Wizards development.
Yeah, that would go over super well.
That'd be worth $6.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm sure nobody's watching.
Yeah.
I don't think I've mentioned this on the podcast or anywhere yet, but I wrote packaging text. Like I wrote so normally I review packaging text and then sometimes like make edits. But for friends, I've actually wrote intro pack text.
Cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
Small step to working on the creative team.
Sweet.
All right,
well,
chat. You guys ready for some auction surprise?
I was just gonna say.
It's auction.
All right.
You will not be able to put this.
I'm ready.
All right, we are all ready.
All right, so like I was saying, like I know Foresight is going to get to auction off the foil sheets, and you guys are auctioning off foil sheets. I was like, oh, I don't have an auction, and I got to have an auction last year. So luckily for me, I like to hoard community stuff. So I happen to have some amazing community stuff that we can get ready for. So the first thing I've got is a playset of the Buy a Box Cathedral of War promos that you got when you bought a box of M13.
Sweet.
Nice.
See? We've got a pretty sweet Avacyn Restored 9-page binder, and you may be thinking, oh, all right, well, what's the big deal? Oh, I'm sorry, I mentioned it was signed by R&D. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for doing this on my shift, by the way, Mike.
Right? I've also got this amazing pair of Magic the Gathering branded shoes. They're a size 8.
Nice.
US 8. These are pretty awesome. Male 8, yeah. I think it's the Gravestorm card. I looked at it. Shirley Sharp and I looked at it last night, but I can't remember right now. But these are pretty fantastic.
What were those originally made for? It's on the soul too.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Cool.
I have no idea, actually. It's one of the things where they're just like, hey, we have these if you want to give them away. So, our kitty wants to be
Our
auctioned
kitty
off.
wants to be auctioned off.
Yeah. But wait, there's more.
There is more. Supreme Verdict
The Retreater Rapid to Buy a Box promo.
Sweet.
playset.
The chat's freaking about the shoes. Yes, I know the shoes are small, but I couldn't wear them, so I had them on display because they make for awesome display. I'm just saying. You have to wear them.
And then Scars of Mirren and Lunchbox.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
A friend of mine carries all sorts of stuff in this. She says it's very convenient.
And the piece de resistance, an original Moonveil Dragon sketch from Innistrad.
Whoa! That's super sick.
Wow.
Yeah, so somebody's like, there's a Scars lunchbox. These, all of these items, with the exception of the buy box promos, for things that you couldn't get necessarily. The Scars lunchbox, we gave them away pretty much as press things last year. Same thing with the Innistrad sketch, 9-page binder, again, signed by R&D, so it's pretty amazing to grab these. These are definitely rare items that are not your sort of everyday convention swag.
Awesome.
Super awesome.
Wow.
Everybody
That's
here
a
is
lot of
excited.
All right.
You could put crafting supplies in that lunchbox. You could put magic
sure.
cards in
Yeah,
that lunchbox.
absolutely.
Magic cards and crafting supplies could be the same thing.
For
Just
you.
saying.
Yeah, if you're the guy who makes the 3D cards, they are.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So are we all ready on this end?
Magic cards.
Yes.
Liz, yes? Good to go?
Yes, and if you
Oh,
go
I'm
to
excited to see this.
the live auctions page, all those photos are now up.
Yep, and
right.
Mike was nice enough to take awesome photos of everything he just showed you, so if you want to head over to the live auctions page, you can look at them in maybe a little closer detail and decide if you want to bid or not. But in the meantime, I think we're going to start the auction.
Oh, auction light.
Said,
Okay, we're already up to $700.
What?
The first bid is $700 from Keldane. $999.
Oh.
What?
number of years before I win a bid.
$1,059.22. Lord Hosk.
I will
Yes,
bump
he
the
wants
night.
bump in
I will
the night.
sweeten the pig with some bump in the nights. That'll be the thing.
I can make that happen, Lord Hosk.
You could probably just give him a bump in the night for every dollar he spends.
$1,100.
Wow.
We need some auction music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is coming.
Call me maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, that's-
Oh yeah. Where's our music? Let's get some call me. I'm down for some call me maybe during.
I am shocked.
Mike, you need to go back and look through the videos for this year. There was Call Me Maybe performed at some point.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
In Africa.
Oh, it's
Yes.
done twice then.
Yes, and donate maybe.
Then hit America for new cross.
Cool commercial auction music. All right, so currently we're at $1,100. Oh God, this thing's going crazy.
They're flying.
Here we go. We're good.
1100.
Yeah, I think looks like we're staying strong at 1100 there.
Currently, we're staying strong. I feel that once the music is going, people will want to start bidding, though.
Yeah.
That's always a good plan. It's always a good plan. Oh, I should probably tweet about this. A little late, huh?
Do it now. Do it now.
Not at the speed of our auction.
You can just retweet our tweet.
There it is.
All right.
All right, we have music going now. There it is. Hey! It's the music.
Awesome
Awesome
Jesus.
Jesus has the highest bid at
It's indeed
$1,200.
awesome.
Jesus is indeed awesome.
That's really just Jesus.
Mike, why aren't you singing?
Here it comes.
Here goes.
Hey, I just
Met you.
and this is crazy, but here's my number.
So call me maybe.
There we go.
Yeah. Big definitely.
Bid most certainly.
So big, most certainly.
So donate maybe.
Oh, donate. Yeah, donate works well.
All right, we're at $1,200 currently. Lord Hosk, do you wish to strike? This is some amazing stuff, guys. You're never gonna find any of this stuff in your local stores.
I know. We're like,
Heads down.
Heads down. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Tweeting.
If I physically had money in my bank account, I would be leaving.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
I don't actually have the cash to bid on this. But I will.
I just joined chat. This bid is crazy.
Yeah, sometimes when you
Big
go once, that
sweetener,
rings it
donate
out.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. All right. Let's say going once for $1,200.
Yeah, going once.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that sweet one-of-a-kind
sketch.
My gosh, that is gorgeous.
Also,
there we go.
Hey!
Strobel for $12.50.
lunchbox.
So Strobel hilariously paid last year for me to get a Hannah Montana achievement during my 24-hour game-a-thon.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Xbox Live gamer score is forever tainted with a Hannah Montana achievement, which is awesome.
Awesome.
So worth it.
All right, so $1,250.
$12.50.
Grumpy Monkey, it's easy to win. You just type /bid and then big numbers.
It's like figured out if you're gonna get to Micah Newman status.
There we go. 1,300. I can play the $50 grouping game too. Oh God, please don't. That almost broke me the other day. It was way too long.
It took forever.
50 is better than 5.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it is doing as much as you do.
So we can use this song.
Oh!
That's what we like to see.
Robles doesn't want to play the $50 game. He wants to play the $200 game.
I like this game.
This game is way better. $1,500 from Strobel. Quintuple madness.
Like I was saying, like I'm so jealous of Mikey Newman. It's like I'd have to have some cool stuff that I can find too around. I was like, I'm sure I got some cool stuff lying around the house.
And you did very well.
We don't have Dale here to read out the smack talk. It just wouldn't be the same.
It's true.
Oh, was he reading it in a dramatic voice?
Yeah.
Oh, and I missed that.
At that half an hour.
Oh, man. So good.
Yeah, pretty much we should just make it minimum 50.
Yeah.
$1,700 bid.
Wow.
Awesome Jesus says, okay, we can do it that way. $200.
I like this way.
Come on, Jesus, don't turn the other cheek this time.
Oh. He says turn the other cheek.
Whoa.
Lord Haas, but that's okay. I know that full sheet's gonna be pretty amazing.
Selling circle for
I just met you and this is crazy because here's my labyrinth. I still do it.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Alright.
Are you sure?
But it's David Bowie.
Stroll, the ball is in your court.
That's right.
Hey, is man alive? 18!
He's dancing.
Oh, it's only 100. He's weakening. His life bar is decreasing.
Alright, awesome Jesus.
Love that the bow is still on there.
Back to you.
Time.
What is this weird like dubstep remix of Call You Maybe?
It's a weird dubstep
Remix of Ghost Maybe. I'm out. Awesome Jesus is saying he's out. He's got to save for some other auctions.
Wow.
So are we? I think we're gonna say going once.
What we learned last year is that
For Strobel.
Alright, going once. Oh, Strobel.
One song. What's the one song we just didn't find?
there's dubstep between a Matata and dubstep. I think there was dubstep, this stuff, Lumberjack.
I think we did dubstep German for Queen Matata.
Alright. Yeah, we did this.
Okay, I just played you Rakdos Hasty, but I declare attackers. So this maybe?
Take the shot.
We've had problems with people taking the shot too late and missing it.
Hey, go late.
We're gonna call out. We're gonna say going twice for Strobel for $1,800. If there's anybody out there who wants to snipe, you need to do it now.
From Robles.
Take the shot.
Slash smack talk.
Thank you, Foogie.
Come on.
He is alive!
Bye, Foogie.
Foogie is sick but alive and still muttering.
He has.
I don't see any shots being
Sitting
taken.
in bed.
Let's see the shots taken.
He's asking, he's calling you out, guys. Strobel was in the chat saying, take the shot.
Nice.
If you're going to make it, better do it soon.
One besides himself.
First third.
All songs aren't moved by dubstep. What are you talking about?
That's right.
Yeah, for sure.
Just yell, take the shot.
Take the shot!
Take it!
Take it! Just do it, Private!
There's a couple flips and rage quits.
It's for the kids.
I I will let my yelling catch up to them, but I don't think anybody is going to outbid. Okay.
Come at me, bro.
Nobody? Nobody?
He says it. I know.
3, 2, 1, so! Congratulations, Roble. That was fantastic. Are you guys happy?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
that's
super happy.
amazing.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. That was awesome.
No problem. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for letting me butt in on the chat.
Absolutely. It's great to have both of you.
Anytime.
Thank you for your $6 secrets. Thank you for the amazing auction item. Thank you for answering some questions, and we look forward to talking to your coworker later this afternoon. I think he's calling in at 2 p.m.
Yeah. Yep.
The not as good looking as Mike Robles, Aaron Forsythe.
Is that his official title?
I believe that is his official title.
Excellent.
I love it.
Right until he calls in.
Somebody, I didn't read this question, Mike, but I liked it. Why are you so dreamy? Also, is it true that you and Brian Kibler are the same person? We never seem to see you at the same place at the same time.
Yeah, the funny part is I know exactly who asked that. That's Robert Schuster, one of our customer support guys. He's awesome.
I promise you they're not the same person.
I like Lord Haas's question in the chat. Dear Dr. Robles, my wife said I can't marry Graham because he's Canadian. I can't marry Chris Straub because he's too beardy. If my wife says it's okay, will you marry me?
Oh, nice.
Well, we did just okay it here in Washington. So.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
See you at the charity dinner,
We'll
yes?
see you at the dinner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll be
Actually,
there.
we're gonna go buy our tickets right now. Thank you for reminding us.
Do it.
I'm excited to be a part of this, guys. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hooray! Nels, how's it going?